Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is your instructor Joy. Let me first play a tune for you. This was beginning of Thai's meditation. Today I want us to talk about tone production. Beautiful sound that we all want. How do we do that? But before I go into that, I would like to thank you all for your kind support. Thank you very much for your nice comments, questions, booking lessons with me and sending me donations here and on my Patreon page. That truly means a lot to me. Thank you very much. I will be also posting another video on my Patreon page, some exercises, some simple exercises that you could do about today's topic. Okay, back to our topic today, which is tone production. When it comes to sound, there are three things that are important: bow weight, bow speed, and contact point, where your bow is sitting. So I'm going to refer to that one as a sounding point today. So we understand those three are important, but somehow, even though we understood the sounding point is different on each string, we know how to keep the bow parallel to the bridge, but we sometimes have to spend a lot of time to find a proper sound or nice sound, just period, for specific or difficult passages. One could always spend a lot of time searching for it and ultimately get it, but I find it's more effective when you understand the core relationship between those three things: sounding point, bow speed, bow weight. Then you know when you're practicing, you go after a specific bow technique. That way your practicing time is most effectively spent. So we want to get maximum result with a minimum practicing time. That's what we're after. So, okay, now, because the bow speed constantly changes, the bow weight constantly changes depending what kind of dynamics we want to play. And also the contact point changes constantly. And now I'll explain to you by showing you examples how one could apply and understand and apply. Okay, let's talk about the relationship between bow speed and sounding point. Here, for the demonstration's sake, I'm going to keep the same bow weight. So let's say at the very beginning of the Thai meditation, I'm playing 3 beats with down bow and then 1 beat with up bow. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to keep the same weight even though that's not how we play, but just so that you can see the difference clearly. So the relationship is this: when the bow speed gets slower, the contact point gets closer to the bridge. When the bow speed is faster, then you have to move your contact point closer to the fingerboard. Down bow, we're doing slow bow speed, so I can keep the bow really close to the bridge. But if I keep the same contact point while I'm playing 3 times faster bow speed, this is what happens. Yeah, this is when we get unwanted whistling sound. So in order to make nice sound, we have to move the bow a little away from the bridge and towards the fingerboard. Yeah, so now bow speed, when the bow speed is slow, closer to the bridge; faster bow speed, closer to the fingerboard, like this. Yeah, okay, let's move on to the next one. Relationship between bow weight and then sounding point. Here I'm going to keep the same bow speed. So here I'm using 2 beats down bow and then 2 beats up bow. For the experiment's sake, I'm going to keep the same bow speed. Here, so let's say I want to make heavy bow, really a lot of weight with a down bow. So, but I want to make up bow extremely piano. So I'm gonna keep the same bow speed, but much lighter bow. As you can see, it whistles again. So what I have to do is, now when the bow gets heavy, when bow is heavy, you can bring the bow closer to the bridge. But when the bow gets light, you have to bring your bow away from the bridge, closer to the fingerboard. Yeah, so that's the relationship. The contact point, the sounding point has changed. So now here, what happens if I use heavy bow near the fingerboard? This is what happens. You can forcefully make it speak, but as you can see, the sound is a little unclear. It loses its quality. Versus if I bring to the bridge, again, not only it loses its dynamic, but also it loses its tone quality. So heavy bow, closer to the bridge. Now light bow, closer to the fingerboard. And then you can mix up. So let's say you want to do heavy down bow near the bridge. Then you can do diminuendo. Then you gradually move bow to the from the bridge to the fingerboard, like this. Yeah, this is how we do. Now last one, the relationship between bow weight and bow speed. Here I'm gonna keep the bow in the same sounding point. So let's say if I make really bow fast and while keeping the same sounding point, I have to move my bow fast. So heavy bow and fast bow speed. That goes together. Heavy bow and fast bow speed. What happens if I use heavy bow but slow bow speed? This is what happens. Yeah, sound breaks. So when the bow gets heavy, you want to move your bow faster. But what happens if I move my bow fast while keeping the bow light? Like that, it whistles. So when the bow gets lighter, we have to slow down the bow speed. So light bow, slower bow speed. So now I'm going to do majority of bow for heavy bow and fast bow. And then last one, very light bow and a slow bow. Yeah. So now this simple understanding of those relationships, it's fun to experiment and see whatever repertoire pieces you're practicing, experiment a little and try yourself. That's the best way to understand. It's a lot of fun. It takes a little time. It may take a little time for now, but it will save you a lot of time in long term because you will know exactly what you have to go after. Yeah. I hope this video was helpful. Check out my exercise video on my Patreon page on the following Thursday. Thank you very much. I hope this video was helpful. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.